between classics. This one's a 1946 Packard Custom Super Clipper 8 long wheelbase sedan. There's a mouthful. Pretty cool looking cruiser right here, 7-passenger vehicle. Underneath the hood, 356 inline 8-cylinder. We're gonna fire it up, open the hood, check that out here in just a bit. 3-speed manual transmission, I believe with electronic overdrive. You Packard experts can go ahead and chime in down in the comments. Love to hear from you on this one. It's not like we have a lot of these that come through here at Unique Classic Cars. Let's take a look at the chrome. Bright work up front, headlight surrounds. What a great looking grille and styling up front. Classic 40s look, no doubt about that. Check out the still pictures. They can be seen at uniqueclassiccars.com. Click on the link down below this video in the description if you're seeing it on YouTube. That's going to take you right to our website where you can see all the still pics. And of course, you can call us, 507-386-1726. Packard wheel covers. Beauty rings. You can see these panels, how long and straight they are. Now, as far as paint, I have found imperfections in the paint. I'll kind of try to point some of those out as I go around. But does it have a nice shine to it and still show well? Absolutely, but it's a very deep, rich navy blue. So it's going to show some light imperfections similar to a black. Interior finished very nicely in this kind of burgundy, I guess, wine-colored cloth. We're going to get around to the driver's side, check that out a little closer. It's the original steering wheel in this car too. Now, as far as 7-passenger seating, let me show you this back here. I folded out one of the jump seats. So jump seats fold up here, and when you want to use them, they can be folded back like that right there. If you're not using them, check that out. You have a footrest down on the floor, the carpeting and upholstery for the interior, very nice. One thing I do want to mention, like I usually do if you see me do these videos with that burgundy interior, there's the true color of that interior. Lots of times on the burgundy, if I get right up on top of it, it starts to wash it out. So this is, like I said, kind of a deep Merlot or a deeper wine color. So nice, rich looking interior. Listen to that door close. That's the way they're supposed to sound. Little spots like this is kind of what I'm talking about, where you're going to find some stuff as far as in the paint, but you can also see the reflection in the paint. Still has a nice shine to it. Remember, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist with transportation, and this vehicle may be eligible for an extended service contract. Consult with your sales associate when you call in or email. It will come with a little trickle charger over here, there in the rear view mirror, but a lot of manuals, some shop manual, service manual, miscellaneous paperwork, previous ownership history, miscellaneous parts and pieces. You'll be able to see those in the still pictures too. All right, of course, very little designation on this one. There's a Packard logo in the back, or a placard, I should say. Take a peek in the trunk. Full-size spare. We can also take a look at the chrome and the bright work back here. You can see a little bit of pitting on the chrome. Not terrible. Some pimples noticed in the paint on the deck lid, and there was a spot kind of up on the front driver's fender. I'll show you in a second too. And again, take your time looking through the still pictures. Call with any questions. Still pictures, uniqueclassiccars.com. Call 507-386-1726. A little pimpling there. And if you've watched these videos before, you've heard me say, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel, because you know what? You never know what you may see come through here. And this is another one of those examples. 1946 Packard Custom Super Clipper 8 long wheelbase sedan. How many times do you see one of these? Probably not real often, because I believe there was a little less than 1,300 of these made. So go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's filled with a lot of cool cars. When the videos are uploaded, these vehicles are available to purchase online or right off our showroom floor. You can kind of see what I'm talking about, some of that little pimpling. Now, like I said, look at the reflection of that paint. Still a nice shine to it. I'm going to take a little closer look at this jump seat. We can look in the back. And of course you would have room for 3 passengers behind there. So I think they're figuring 5 in the rear, 2 in the front for 7 passenger seating. I think you could get more than in there if you had to. All right, let's go ahead, prop that door open. You can see door panel looks good. Again, carpeting looks good in that seating surface. All right, little bit as far as on how to start this. It's a turn the key right here, just to the right. There is a toggle switch underneath the dash. That is for the alternator. Flip it up when it's running. I believe it'll charge. That is from the previous owner. As far as those instructions, I have the key on, and then it's just a matter of pushing the pedal all the way down and starting it up. Of course, manual transmission on the column. Check out that simulated wood grain dash and the door panels. It's a very stock looking dash. I did get the radio to power up. I did not get it to receive any stations. And the hood on this one, familiar with these, kind of like a grand piano, I guess is the easiest way to explain it. Packard experts out there, maybe you can tell me what they called this style of hood, but this hood will actually open and it will tilt up this way, or you can pivot it on that side and it'll tilt and open this way. So it can be open from either side. And we're going to check that engine bay out here in just a second. What decides which way it's going to tilt, I can show you quick too. If you look right here, this lever, by pushing that down and forward, that's going to release this side so we can open it from this side. It would pivot on the other side. If you have this the way it is right now and push the lever on the passenger side, which you can see down by the light, then you could open the passenger side and lift it up. Slip around to the back so you can hear this run. Pretty smooth. All right. Let me go ahead and pause this because this will take 2 hands for me to get this hood open. I think we'll open the driver's side. We'll pivot on the passenger side. Give me a second. And then also remember, stick around to the very end of this video. Jason's taking this car for a drive. He's going to show you how it goes down the road and kind of take you for a virtual ride, if you will. All right, so hood open and propped up. So now you can kind of see what I was talking about. So it will go either way. Kind of picked this side to show you. There is a pigtail on here for that trickle charger. It is a 6-volt system. There is a pigtail for the battery. There's also a battery shutoff right there. Flips forward is battery engaged and on. Back this way is battery turned off. That gives you an idea how it looks underneath the hood, how it runs and sounds. You can see the carburation on the other side. And you'll be able to see in the still pictures the engine bay. So take your time looking through the still pictures like I said earlier. You'll also see a picture close up, this kind of data tag which tells you series style. And give you a little closer look at the gauge cluster. We didn't look at those too close earlier. There is a temp gauge. Looks like oil pressure, those are working. Battery. Not sure that that sending unit is working or if the fuel gauge is working, but it appears the other 3 gauges are. Pretty cool. It's like hearing that door close. Let me back up here so we get the whole thing. 1946 Packard Custom Super Clipper 8 long wheelbase sedan. Call us 507-386-1726. UniqueClassicCars.com. Remember, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist with transportation, and this vehicle may be eligible for an extended service contract. Consult with your sales associate when you call in or email.
Hey, did you know that this car qualifies for an extended warranty? It's just like the one you get at your new car dealership, except it covers your classic car instead. It covers all the major components like engine, transmission, drivetrain, and you can get coverage up to 10 years. Repairs aren't cheap. These extended warranties are a no-brainer. Contact us for a quote on this car today.
The Packard Clipper, as you can tell by the dash. One of those very smooth running 40s machines. Think of like a Cadillac, maybe a Lincoln. Our left turn signal is working. This is a 3 on the tree manual transmission. I do see some cracks in the glass on the driver's window. Other than that, really solid, smooth running car. Loud factory horn still working. Our temperature gauge is showing about a third of the way up from cold to hot. And the oil pressure is showing about 45 psi. Fuel gauge is reading 1/8 of a tank. The battery gauge does show less than charging. Now the turn signal, you do turn off yourself after you turn. A little bit of slack in the steering, as to be expected for a vehicle of this age. It really doesn't make it any harder to drive. Very cool looking large face clock over here. Speedometer is working. 4 for 40 miles an hour. Very cool. Nice condition on the interior. Cloth seats. Carpet looks great. The door panels are looking good. As I was saying, very smooth ride. It's a limousine after all. Luxurious ride. Spacious rear area for seating. Nice quiet ride, easy to shift. Everything seems very solidly built on these cars. Corners nicely. It does lean a little, that's the luxury part. And a limousine, I mean, you want it to be luxurious. An amazing car. You're not going to see very many Packard limousines. And this is one from 1946. Take a look at all the pictures and learn about this car at uniqueclassiccars.com.